Hi, everybody. Again, it's Michelle and Tanya with The Spill. Another great episode. Got my girl over here, Biddy bopping.
I am.
You like that theme song, right?
I love the theme song. I love it. This was a song that my niece actually wrote, Lenitra Taft. That do you like it that, baby? I can't sing, y'all, so don't pay. But it's a bass, so that girl can sing. Okay.
Oh, I lost myself in it. Okay, I'm back. We are so excited. We have had 2 great shows previous to this and got a lot of great comments. We have so much interesting information for you guys today. So we're going to start off with the way we always start, the flavor of the day.
Our flavor of the day.
What is our flavor of the day?
We're doing something a little different. It's not coffee. It's not wine. It is, for us natural girls, a natural hair care product by Organic Root Stimulator.
Yes.
This is actually what I use. It's a curl boosting gel. And let me tell you something, ladies. Remember when Ed was here and he was saying that one of the main reasons why sisters don't want to work out is because of their hair. Oh, I can't get it wet. It's if I sweat, it's hard to maintain and all that. Okay, that was probably true 25 years ago, but it is not true today. I work out on the regular. I get my hair wet. I actually wet it myself, and I use this product to form the curls. And it works, Michelle. And people say, oh, it's very hard to keep up natural hair. Don't get me wrong, Michelle, any hair that you want to be fabulous is some maintenance. You got to do something to it.
But the point is, there's so many good products now. There are a plethora of products. The market has just opened up with every hairline you can think of having a natural hair product, hairline, or product that you can purchase.
That's right.
And the good thing about this one, it's very easy on the pocketbook, because some of the products can go all the way up into $50 and $60, and then come on all the way back to the other opposite end of the scale. So, but this one is one of the ones that we definitely recommend for its use. It's really good,
and it's value. And it's you get a lot. This will last you for a while.
Yeah,
it's not going to cost you arm and a leg.
A complete arm and a leg. So love it. And again, if you have a natural hair product or anything that you want to see on the flavor of the day, send it to us. You can tweet, you can send it to Instagram at Go With The Flow, hashtag flavor of the day.
Go with the spill.
Oh shoot.
Go with the spill. No, go with the spill. Okay, go with the spill. Okay. Look, we already said that. We're new to the whole, social media thing. So it's a little, but it's go with the spill.
Well, sometimes we go with the flow, but we're going to go with the spill today. Okay, let's move on from that. Because obviously, my afro is causing me some problems right now. I'm going to tell you something about this hair in a little bit, ladies. I'm going to tell you something about this hair. She doesn't know about it, but I'm going to tell you about it. All right, so what do we have next? We have Fab Vocab.
We have Fab Vocab. Right. And our Fab Vocab word for the day is oxymoron.
Yeah, kind of what I just said.
It is exactly.
Now juxtaposed to what I meant. Okay, go ahead and give them the definition.
Okay, the definition, oxymoron. It's a noun, and it's a figure of speech by which a locution produces an incongruous, seemingly self-contradictory effect, as in cruel kindness.
Okay, Tony, you need to define the definition. Locution.
Incongruous.
But hopefully everybody knows.
Okay,
got it.
Yes. Okay. So again, cruel kindness.
Cruel kindness, oxymoron, and that is going to definitely be highlighted through the rest of the show. So watch out for that and keep your ears open. Again, don't forget, when you're using these words, keep them in the proper context. I know they sound romantic, sexy, and you want to feel real biggity, but if you use it improperly, lost all cool points. So make sure you use it properly. Okay. So now, what we have, back talk.
We have back talk.
Oh boy.
Again, it's another Wendy's Williams thing, and I know I don't want to seem like we're picking on Wendy, because we're really not. But Wendy just gives you a lot of really good material.
Yeah, she does. I mean, she's like one of the #1 talk shows in that time slot. So she's got a lot to say.
And she had something to say about our topic, so we used it.
Did. So
Michelle, tell them what she said.
Well, I think you will probably see where we're going with this, but there was this entire conversation with Naomi Campbell, supermodel, beautiful, who on occasion changes up her hairstyle and decided to wear an afro. And it turns out that our girl Wendy Williams, the maker of all wigs, is not an afro natural hair kind of girl. No. I thought it was very interesting for someone to have a line of wigs and not be open to any type of hairstyle. But she took it a bit further when Jillian Michaels, you know, the trainer from The Biggest Loser, comes on, who's adopted a Haitian little girl, and was talking about learning how to manage the natural hair, a texture that Jillian knows nothing about.
Right.
And if I'm not mistaken,
she said she didn't.
She
said she didn't know anything about
was
it.
very honest. She said,
Right.
I don't know anything about it. I've been looking to some of my girlfriends to help me actually learn something about the styles, and we didn't get a lot of support from our girl Wendy. It seems she was she has a disdain for natural hair.
Yeah, she was. I don't know. For me, again, you know, you say I see a demon behind every bush, but here go the demon and here go the bush. Okay, it just seemed like she was making fun of. Here, there's a Caucasian woman who has adopted this beautiful little Haitian girl, and she was talking about putting the Afro puffs on her head. And Wendy was kind of like, Afro puffs? You know, do you know anything about a kitchen? Do you know anything? And I'm like, come on, sister. You got, you know, somebody else's hair that's worshipped to another god hanging down to your feet, and you're doing this every 5 seconds. You probably don't have your own hair because that's pulled it out. And then you're turning your nose up at your God-given, beautiful hair that a whole lot of women wish they could rock, but they don't have the texture.
You know what?
So, yeah,
I was thinking that same thing. Take
Yeah.
that wig off, Wendy. Let me
Take
see
that
what's
wig
going
off,
on.
Wendy.
Is that what it is?
Take that wig off that's been worshipped to another god. That's what Spike Lee said in this movie. Take that wig off and let's see your natural hair. You're a statuesque.
You're talking about Chris
woman.
Rock.
That's
Chris
right.
Rock.
What I say?
Chris Rock. You said Spike Lee.
That's
Chris
right.
Rock.
That's right. That's right. Chris Rock. Was it good hair, bad hair, whatever the show was? Yes, absolutely. Take that off, girl. Show your natural beauty because you have it too.
Well, you know, she continues to be the topic of back talk because she continues to say some of the most insane and controversial things. So we'll keep you posted on whether she's still hating on us old natural girls. And I bet you that Twitter is blowing up right about now.
No, but Wendy, feel free to comment. If you disagree with us, feel free to contact us. Huh? She might.
No, I double dare you.
Yeah, I double dogged it.
Okay, we love you though, Wendy.
Just
We really do. We really do. We're gonna bring you into this old natural hair world really soon. I'm sure we are. Okay, so what we got going on?
We got where they do that at.
Oh.
Okay. All right.
Where do
now.
they do that?
Yeah. Where do they do that at?
Okay.
This is that everybody's heard about, or maybe not, because it's a new terminology. Affluenza. Anybody ever had it? Okay.
Well,
Afflu-
you need to define
Okay, affluenza is when you're so wealthy, when you got more money than you know what to do with it, you just don't have a concept of good or bad or right or wrong. So you couldn't possibly be convicted of killing 4 people when you got in the car drunk. Okay, and so that judge says, I let you off because you know what, you real wealthy. You don't know nothing about common folk. You don't know nothing about not dry. Really?
First of all, she needed to be Judge Judy. She clearly is insane
Is
herself.
she trying to make a name for herself?
I don't know, but I bet you if he went in front of Judge Judy, it wouldn't have lasted 5 minutes, okay? He would be under the jail. But let's talk about Poverenza.
Okay.
That's my new word.
Let's talk about brokerenza.
What are we talking about when we just saw where the young lady we talked about on the last show, Shanisha Taylor, who left her children in the car and went to jail. Poverty made her make a bad choice, and she probably they might try to make her serve time. Let's hope not.
And they took her children from her. They took her children.
And
this
this
man
young
killed
man,
4 people. 4 dead in their graves because you drunk. And, she said,
you were coddled. You've been coddled so much. Well, I tell you what, he should have had my mama as a mama that coddling. No coddling, whooping that ass. That's the first thing that should have happened, but that's okay. I digress. Let's go back.
Okay.
Let's go back to this affluenza because, like I said, I think I want to coin the phrase poverenza. Okay?
Okay, yeah.
What do you think of that? How many of you believe that there are certain people have done certain things and because they've done them, poverty or lack of income made them act that way? We want to hear from you. You can email us at thespilltv.com.
Yes.
Okay, we'll be looking forward to that. So it's time to take a little break.
Let's take a break.
Let's take a little break. Okay, we'll be right back. And we're back, and we're going to open up with what we call spilling it. Now, this is when Tanya and I just go for it on a particular subject, and I guess you can already tell where we're going, and we're going to call this particular segment, we're going to use oxymoron as our guide, naturally fake. Naturally fake. Naturally fake. Right? Oxymoron.
Yeah,
got it. If you didn't get it, you'll get it soon. What I see to be naturally fake at this moment, Tanya, lots and lots and lots and lots of women of all races, but definitely see it with African American women, enhancing themselves in a way that's fake that they want to pass off as natural. Long hair, mucho eyelashes. I won't even talk about some boobs, some asses, some all kinds of things that have been added into the mix that are just absolutely fake. Some of them we clearly know are fake. I mean, some of the wigs and the weaves, ladies, I'm so sorry, but some of the wigs and the weaves are just downright disgusting. You know, there's money out there. You can afford something better than that. Let's work on that. If you're going to be fake and naturally fake, work on it a little bit better. But what is amazing to me, when my mom was young, she wore wigs all the time as an accessory. It wasn't that she was trying to be anybody else. It was just part of the pleasure of being a woman and changing your style and doing whatever you want. But now it's so adopted that it's like they can't let go of it. And so I'm hoping that if they're gonna go, you know, on a fake route, why don't you go all natural fake?
But,
why be the fake that you are? What do you think?
What I think is going on, really, truthfully, Michelle. Okay, most red-blooded women that are, you know, heterosexual want a man. And I think, you know, they say, women dress for women. Okay, you know, they may dress because you're trying to, you know, make sure you on top of your game, as you know, as far as the next woman is concerned. But I think women that want a man want to be seen as attractive to a man. And the problem is, a lot of times these men, they will tell you, oh, I like it natural. You ain't got to wear no makeup. That's a crock of crap. Because the women their tongues are hanging out got so much makeup on, got fake booties, like you said, fake breasts, fake hair, fake eyes.
Not all the time, but some of the time. Not all the time, but some of the time.
A lot of time. That's what the point I'm making is I really believe that's the reason why women do some of the things they do. If brothers were chasing down sisters that had natural hair, you would see more natural hair. I think that you're seeing more natural hair now because it's kind of the in thing. I don't think it has a thing to do with brothers saying you're gonna have to take that weave out your head. I tell you what, now I don't want to see that Wendy Williams stuff coming. Wendy Williams does that kind of hair because tell me when's the last time you've seen a show with just natural hair sisters all over the place? I don't care how gorgeous the woman is. I could care less. Most of the time, it's that fake European hanging down to your feet, not even a more realistic length of hair. You see it all the time.
So you're saying they're doing this out of a need because they don't feel comfortable enough to be natural?
Absolutely.
Oh, wow.
They don't
That's
feel
a sad
beautiful.
state of affairs.
It's a very sad state of affairs. They're not made to feel beautiful.
But the thing about it is, I don't know that they're trying hard enough to take some of the natural styles and make them what they are. I'm the first to admit, when I'm growing out my hair like I am now, I'll add enhancements, and I don't have an issue with that. My thing is I enhance it with the style pattern and the curl pattern. That's my hair. And I'm not telling you I've never flat ironed and blow dried, and I had a very tumultuous relationship with a keratin treatment, and we parted ways. And in the process, I lost a lot of my hair. I had to part with my hair. But I just feel like they're not going maybe the extra mile to try to find a way to take some of these styles, make them sexy. You see, for me, the way I see it, you make a person accept who you are and what you are. If you're comfortable enough, get out there and just do it. Now, you might not be comfortable enough. I get that, ladies, if you're not feeling it, because don't get me wrong, when you got a lot of hair, and I'm one of those with a lot of hair, that washing, that twisting, there's a lot that goes into the natural hair, but I love it. So I go the extra mile. It's like you were saying, we were talking about in one of our shows, personal responsibility. Get out there and what do you call it? You can't give somebody want to.
You can't.
Can't
No,
give somebody want to.
you
I
can't.
want to.
Right.
I want to use my natural hair, and I want to be free in that. But I wonder if a lot of the ladies who are hesitant to do so realize how much of a resource there's out there to help them get to that point, and they can break free. Because let me tell you something, that hair they're buying, don't make me curse on TV. That caca is expensive. I don't know how they keep it up.
It's extremely
I don't know how they keep it up.
At least the good quality, fake hair is very expensive.
I don't know how
But
to keep
I
it up.
tell you, Michelle, I've had a conversation with a lot of women, and they say all the time, "Child, please, I wish I would come in the house and I could cut my hair and started growing my hair natural. My man would just leave me in a heartbeat.
Wow.
You know,
That's
I
sad.
don't like
That's sad.
I don't like that. Ooh,
But you know what?
goodness.
But you know what? Another thing is, do you recall in 2000 when your hair was low and I was about to cut my hair, and what I said to you? And I said, I'm scared. I don't know what I'm gonna look like. And you said, oh, you'll be beautiful. I was afraid if I take it all off, whose big head is this? I'll be like Wendy Williams or like our girl. What
the head said.
I don't want my head to be saying things. I don't want my head to be leading the pack. I don't want it to be the biggest thing on my body. And I think a lot of women are concerned that when they cut that hair off, what's going to happen? What are we going to see? But it probably takes just understanding, take that step, take that leap. That's what happened with me. But I found out very quickly that I was beautiful. I've actually had men tell me they could see more of my face when my hair was short, and they liked it. And when my hair was natural. Now, I'm not saying that's every guy, because I don't know every guy in the world.
Would you say the men that you've dated, been involved with, most of them prefer natural hair or not?
I think most of them preferred what I carried off well, what they thought I carried off well. And I will say that you have to have a level of comfort to do this. You have to. I had a guy tell me, you must be super confident to cut off all your hair, because you just cut off all your hair. You must feel real good. I was like, yeah, but I had done it before.
Yeah.
So when I came back the second time, it wasn't as traumatizing, if you will, because the first time I was stressed beyond repair.
What's the girl's name, Michelle, that won the Academy Award in 12 years? It's
Lupita Nyong'o.
What I found was very interesting, you talking about striking.
Yeah.
You talking about
beautiful.
strikingly drop dead gorgeous, dark-skinned sister,
Hair
just
long or
gorgeous.
short, you know?
Okay, bald, basically bald. Now she's the face of Lancome. Okay, the first African American to ever be, but absolutely beautiful. But 9 times, what comments you will hear are the comments like, "Oh my God, she's beautiful for a dark-skinned sister with no hair."
That's a whole nother subject.
show.
That's a whole nother
Yeah,
subject. But you know, but the thing is, she leads the pack for someone else who may
Yes.
have been afraid, who may have that same texture of hair, that same complexion, that same beautiful smile, and to think, maybe I can do that.
Absolutely.
So what it boils down to is what we talked about before. Having role models, people standing up and
Yes.
leading the pack and being the
Yes.
head of the charge to take these steps. But ladies, I'm just saying, if you're gonna go fake,
If you're gonna go,
get the best fake out there. Please, please, come on. Get the best. Get these eyelashes that look like two big bats sat down. I just don't get it. I mean, they're flapping at me before I can even get to them. This is kind of scary. It looks like spider webs or something. Fine, if you're gonna do eyelashes, get the best eyelashes. You know what I mean? But naturally fake. Naturally fake.
That's
Okay.
the oxymoron.
We've got something for you, so stick around. It's gonna inspire you. We'll be right back.
Is it me, or is the concept of personal responsibility somewhat outdated? It seems that our society in general has embraced the idea of passing the buck. Let's take a lawsuit brought against McDonald's by a former franchise manager. Now, the manager sued his employer because he claimed they were responsible for him putting on 65 pounds over a 12-year period. His contention was that he was forced to sample an array of fattening foods, which contributed to his weight gain. A Brazilian court actually agreed and awarded him $17,500 in damages. Okay, I'm thinking, you took the job, you stayed in the job for 12 years, and apparently you were unfamiliar with the idea of a gym or a treadmill. No personal responsibility. Or let's take Halle Berry's ex-husband, singer Eric Benet, who claimed he was a sex addict, which of course inevitably led to the demise of their marriage. A sex addict? Really? I'm thinking two things here. Back in the day when a lot of men had the same problem as Eric, we called them dogs. And women who had that same problem, we called, well, let's just say it rhymes with toes. Are we really to believe that Mr. Benet's problem had nothing to do with the fact that he's a good-looking, multi-talented musical superstar who's exposed to some of the most beautiful women in the world? And he had options and choices, but no personal responsibility. And then of course, there's Fantasia. Now, don't get me wrong. I feel sorry for anyone who feels that things are so bad, they want to take their own life. So I hope she received the spiritual and emotional help she obviously needed. But with that being said, what is more amazing to me about the situation is the kind of flack the wife of the man Fantasia had an affair with caught because she opted to sue her, which was her legal right in that state that she got married in. What about the choice Fantasia made to be involved knowingly at some point with somebody else's husband, and then having the temerity to talk trash to the woman whose husband she was sleeping with? Once again, no personal responsibility. Look, I guess the point that I'm trying to make is that there are consequences, either good or bad, to the decisions we make in life. And we have to deal with those consequences, both the good and the bad. We have to start telling the truth and stop trying to justify our wrongdoing when we are just doing wrong. My mother used to say it like this: own up to your own corns, even if they are rotten.
It will only take me a minute to tell you that I am pleased as punch that more of my African American sisters are going the natural route. In recent years, the use of chemical relaxers has actually dropped by 17%, and for me, that is music to my ears. Now, I'm the first to admit that the natural hair can be just as high maintenance as relaxed hair, but it can be just as much fun, allowing styling options as double strand twists, bantu knots, and my all-time favorite, the afro. Hello. So, I invite all of you who may be ready to take a walk on the wild side of natural hair to check out the many sites on YouTube for styling tutorials, or just go to your local natural hair salon for a consultation, because guess what? I guarantee you, you will change your mind about going natural, and it will probably only take a minute.
Oh my goodness, Michelle, it's over again.
I know, I can't believe
it's
it.
Over.
Another great show. Thank you guys so much for joining us again.
Yes, thank you so much for tuning in. But before we leave, I wanted to make sure they know that if you want to get any information on any of the guests that have appeared on the show, if you like our shirts, they're available at the website as well. So make sure you check us out at www.thespilltv.com.
Right.
You can get information about us, get a little background on both of us, and you can find out anything you need to find out about any guest that has appeared on the show. So check us out. And we're coming back though. So we are not going far. So as we say when we part,
You could go with the flow, but don't go with the flow.
go with the spill. We're going to see you next time. Do you like
If you wanna see about me, you're gonna have to come correct. Don't be shy, it's just you and I. So listen up and show me your step. Get steady, steady, are you steady, steady? Cause I'm feeling you tonight. Ain't got no problem showing you exactly what I